Thanks for coming back to my channel and joining me on this class to learn English. So the title of the book is called Today I Learn English, and you can buy that on Kindle. It will have everything that we do here written down, and I hope that what you get is more fluency. That's my goal. You can join my online classes by emailing megan.stillenglish@gmail.com. Thank you. All right, so now we are going to go into lesson 2. Listening is also very important. You need to listen to things you can understand. The fancy word for that is comprehensible input. That will help you when you do the productive skills of speaking and writing, because grammar and vocabulary will just come to you. A lot of people don't want to write or speak, but you need to do both. Speaking is the most important thing you can do in general, but writing will help you speak. All skills support each other. Okay, so my question for you is, what is another word for listening to things you can understand? Comprehensible input. That's right. And what don't students want to do? They don't want to speak or write. What is the most important skill? In my opinion, it's speaking. What does it mean when all skills support each other? This means that if you read, that's going to help you with your writing. Every skill builds on another skill. You could write that. All right, now I want you to write down all of the present tense verbs. Just write the verbs down. There are 4 of them. For you, you can go back and listen to the listening to do that. Do it again and write the verbs down. Now I want you to write down the infinitive for will, and there's one will sentence. Now, you use will when giving advice or making a prediction, and that's important. We use will for the future, especially in writing, because you might be giving advice. Okay, now these are your write and speak questions. What is your favorite skill and why? Now I'm going to talk about my favorite skill, and you can listen to that and then you can write about yours. My favorite skill is, I would say, listening, because it isn't so active and I can review a lot of things that I have learned, so I really like listening. Now, what is your least favorite skill? My least favorite skill would be writing, because there is a lot of potential for error, and it's caught very easily. So the word potential is maybe not a word that you use regularly. And what that means is there's a lot of chance. But we wouldn't say a lot of chance, we would say a lot of potential for error. Okay, now, of course, I want you to write down your own answers and speak that out loud as well. Write about your other language classes. What did you like about the books or teachers? Now, for me, I had a really great first French teacher. She would sing, she would only speak in French, and I learned a lot of things because we did some things over and over and over again. For example, we said the date every day, and so that was helpful. She was also really fun. She had lots of songs. I said that, but she was always happy as well. So I really liked my first French teacher. And books, I have a really good Chinese book. And that Chinese book has a lot of useful phrases and things that they say on a regular basis. So I think that it's a really valuable book, and I've really learned it. So I really appreciate that. The Chinese are very good at coming up with good curriculums, ones that will really help you. I really appreciate that about China. I lived in China for 3 years and I learned that. Okay, now we're moving on to lesson 2B. Listening is a very hard skill because depending on the speaker, vocabulary can vary so much. I usually act as a translator for my students because of that. It can be very frustrating because you really need to be exposed to a new dialect or accent for some time to understand that person. For example, if I try to talk with an African French-speaking person, it would be very difficult to understand them because I am used to standard French. Accents can be very difficult to understand, which may make you feel defeated when listening to a native speaker. Don't stop listening. You will understand some of what the speaker is saying. If you listen to the same speaker for a few months, you will start to understand more and more. Now, my challenge for you is to listen to news and write down every word you recognize. So you might just do this for a very short amount of time, or you might do it for a long time. But I'm going to do the same thing with Chinese. So I will do that. And I will write down as many words as I know. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this second lesson for my book. Today I learned English. Now, again, you can join my online class by emailing me at megan.stillenglish@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Bye.